Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at some Pokemon numbers. It took me a couple of weeks to gather these numbers because we do itemize our purchases to know how much we're spending on Pokemon, how much we're spending on Magic the Gathering or board games. So it's itemized in a way where we could find things easily and kind of see how much we're putting in and what we're getting back out. I finally got some numbers for you guys on the Pokemon side of things. All right, folks, let's go in and take a look. All right, here it goes, folks. I got back to 2015, so I had my accountant kind of help me out because he has it all put out or documented exactly as is. So it makes perfect sense. I've been documenting myself since 2022, so I could streamline things and make things easier here at the shop. So 2015, what did we spend on Pokemon? $84,000 we spent on Pokemon. 2016, $49,000. 2017, $33,000. 2018, $41,000. 2019, here it is, folks. $52,000 we spent in Pokemon in 2019. Okay. You're probably wondering, why did you spend less in 2018? Because I looked at some of the invoicing. It was tins, fall tins, spring tins, 1 or 3 or 4 major drops, but it wasn't as much as 2019. It was a little bit more. So we bought more windowed stuff in 2019 because it was becoming more popular. So $52,000 for the year until August. And then it falls off, August 2019. 2020. I was only allowed, I wanted to buy more, I was only allowed to buy $3,000 in product in 2020. 2021, zero. I couldn't buy any product. 2022, zero. 2023, zero. 2024, $1,400. And 2025, zero. So a lot of people are probably stating, oh, you just didn't buy it. I know you want to jump on the bandwagon. No, I've been selling Pokemon for probably 17, 18 years now, promoting the game for many years now. And creating places to play, tournaments, the whole 9 yards. And it dried up August 2019, like I told you in my first video. So we do have some Pokemon in, right? But again, I had to get this from a tow truck driver, so I don't get Pokemon like I used to for many years. So I had a guy come in my store about 2 weeks back. Came in, was checking the prices on his phone on some of my product, and he says that he sells Pokemon. He sells Pokemon. Oh, that's great. Where do you get your Pokemon from? And he mentioned the distribution company. I'm like, I used to get Pokemon from them for years. I don't get Pokemon from them anymore. Well, I get it. I'm like, okay, where's your store? Oh, I don't have a store. I just do online. That's great. Okay, so you do online, so you're not, paying all this overhead or whatever. So I bet you have a warehouse then. So you got a warehouse with a lease, and you're packing things and you're shipping them off. I don't have that. I sell from my basement. So what is going on, folks? And this is what I've been talking about all these years, how it's really interesting how the distribution company plays a huge factor, because I never had problems because I would order from the distributor. I would order my Magic, right? I would order all my Magic in from all the distribution that I need, and my sealed boxes. This is just open packs. I got a few sealed boxes up front here, but people just ask for it and I go back and get it. So, just all my Magic here, right? And I got almost no Final Fantasy, guys. I got no Final Fantasy because I don't buy enough Magic. But anyways, that's another video we already talked about. And, all my stuff here. And I don't even get sports cards in anymore because Upper Deck, for some reason, the distribution for Upper Deck is terrible, so I had to buy old stuff just to put on the shelf so I don't turn children away and stuff. So, and there's my Yu-Gi-Oh set. A little small Yu-Gi-Oh set here. I know a lot of the real stores got a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh there. But, and then I would get my board games from them too. So, we're talking, keep this in mind, folks. Oh, yeah, you didn't buy enough Magic, you don't buy enough this, or your numbers are too small, your store is too small. No, but I buy everything else from them too. So it's not just buying Pokemon from them. I buy board games, RPG books. RPG books. All these board games come from distribution. So, and sleeves, deck boxes. So I am buying all this stuff from distribution companies. The same ones that supply me with the Pokemon and Magic and hockey if they want to sell it to me. But there it is, folks. I pulled numbers for you guys because I am getting blown up of people telling me, oh, you just want a bandwagon. They're calling me the scalper. I'm like, no. I have to buy them from tow truck drivers. I gotta buy product. The Final Fantasy was a complete disaster. Watch my Final Fantasy video. I turned away more people for Final Fantasy than any Magic drop that I've ever had. I've turned away quite a few people in this last week and the week after the release. I've turned away more people than I ever had in such a short time in the history of this store. I've turned away so many people. But the distribution companies they take their picks. They pick who gets to stay open and who gets to continue feeding their families. But here's the deal. I will stay open because I have no debt. I own everything in this store is mine, free and clear. I don't own a dime to nobody. And the distribution companies know that. When Pokemon flops and Magic flops, they're going to be coming knocking on my door. I'll just say, you know what? I didn't get it when I needed it. All right? I didn't get it when I needed it. Minimal orders. Just minimals. Just enough to get by. Right? Just enough to have a few on the shelf. Because that's what it's going to become in the future. As people start to lose everything. Because we've been in a recession for years. Now we're going into a depression. And that's where we're headed, folks. Watch the Hasbro stock, like I said. And watch the Nintendo stock. It's all going to collapse. Hasbro's kind of clinging to Spider-Man for now. But after that, we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. A lot of people have a very big misconception about me. And a lot of people are calling me a scalper. And guys, I just want to bring the fun back into the games. Because now, for the last 5 years, nothing's been fun. It's been a total disaster. And if you own a brick and mortar, you know what I'm talking about. Let me know. Look forward to reading your comments below. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.